This is news on WIDERmedia and Mahima. Finance Minister Dr. Addo has criticized previous administration's handling of Ghana's debt crisis. He accused the Addo-led government of not only mismanaging the economy but also stripping pensioners of both their life savings and dignity. Speaking on Joy News, let's watch a video on that.
We have instituted an important debt management tool to be able to do this. And if you go into the notes today, we've said that we have set up a special sinking fund. And that sinking fund is targeting this particular bonds where we were going to build cash buffers to be able to buy them back, or enough cash balances to be able to pay this debt as and when they fall due, so that you won't wake up one morning and you see this debt falling due and you do not have.
But keeping them honest, isn't it also because of the debt restructuring they did that had given you a bit of headroom to do the things you're doing right now that is positive?
First of all, the debt restructuring for me was well structured, very bad structured. Let me put it this way, very bad structured. Very bad structured in the sense that why do you restructure your debt and create such a hump? Are you setting someone up to fail? No one restructure a debt like this, because restructuring a debt by creating this kind of humps can be cancerous. It can set the country back to another economic disaster like we saw in 2022. And so the debt restructuring that they did, for me, I can't give them credit for it. In fact, a debt restructuring to the extent that you denied pensioners of their savings and their dignity cannot be said to be a good debt restructuring. I mean, why is it that government of Ghana should have gone into debt restructuring? It was avoidable in the first place. It was avoidable in the first place. It is because they borrowed and borrowed until Ghana could not pay a debt. They borrowed and borrowed until the needs of the citizens and then the needs of the creditors collided. That is not the kind of government we want to.
Do you have this to pay? 2027, 50 billion?
I said we have begun
the sinking fund.
Yes, from August this year.
Okay.
We'll begin building buffers to be able to take off the 2026, 2027, and 2028.
Okay.
So by the time the debt repayment will fall due in 2026, we'll have 20 billion
to clear that.
To clear that debt.
Okay. Now, and then you give us a sense of what the root causes are, and the economic crisis can be traced directly to the overbearing fiscal dominance market by reckless spending, corruption, compounded by poor leadership of the previous administration. Western fiscal situation spilled over into the monetary external sectors. But they will tell you that they had a pandemic. That's a reality. You didn't mention it at all, but in economic terms, the entire globe faced that challenge. And then you have Ukraine also.
But the entire globe, I don't know of anywhere after the pandemic gave their citizens a haircut. I don't know of any country after the pandemic that gave their citizens a haircut.
On the domestic front?
On the domestic front. I don't know of anyone after the pandemic that restructured a debt. It is only Ghana. So it means Ghana was an outlier. I don't know of any country that during the pandemic, their fiscal deficit was about 17%. I don't know of one.
What is your opinion on the use of pensioner savings as a tool for debt restructuring? Share your thoughts in the comment section. Don't forget this is news on WIDERmedia. Stay tuned for more news.